Welcome to the Lowcountry Revolutionaries, the podcast that dives deep into the heart of Charleston, South Carolina's vibrant entrepreneurial scene. I'm your host, Bill Billotte, founder of Veritas Exercise, and each week we're spotlighting the boldest innovators from the Chucktown startup community. These are the visionaries pouring their heart and soul into the businesses that are transferring Charleston into a global hub of creativity and American ingenuity. Get ready for raw, real conversations with the trailblazers shaping our city's future. Let's dive in. I'd like to welcome Lisa Ballesteros. Lisa is the founder and president of 133 Ministree. Their mission is to strengthen families through relationship education, emotional wellness, and community outreach. Welcome, Lisa. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Bill. Thanks so much for having me on today.
Oh, it's my pleasure. So tell me about 133 Ministree. What is it about, and what does this mean to you, and how did you get started in this?
Absolutely. 133 Ministree is a faith-based local nonprofit organization dedicated, as you said, to strengthening families' relationships through practical education, encouragement, and community support. We provide workshops, resources, and events that help families improve communication, discover their strengths, build healthy boundaries, and develop lasting connections. We do this through monthly workshops, which are conducted at my place of work during the day. My full-time job is in IT,
Nice.
And the owners of the company have generously donated the lobby portion of our building so that I can do the monthly workshops. And currently they are for mothers and daughters.
Nice.
We have one group for daughters age 16 and above. So when I say above, I mean that could be a daughter who's 33 and a mother who's 65.
Wow.
So the awesome thing about that is that then we have what we call in education cooperative learning, right? Because the younger generation is going to bring new insights that the older generation needs to hear, right? And then the older generation is going to bring wisdom that the younger generation needs to hear.
That's cool.
So it's very much, I was a teacher for roughly 20 years in the public school system. So that's where that background came from.
That's really cool. And is it just for communication in general, or is it more focused toward, what we would call like difficult conversations to deal with issues that have built up over time, or is it something else? Where do you guys kind of focus?
So absolutely, we focus on both. The idea is to get the communication rolling. So for example, in some families and cultures, when someone asks you, how are you doing? The normal response has to be positive, right? That's the expectation. So what we do is encourage people to be honest in their communication about where they are. This is a safe place to say how you're really doing. Because if we don't know, we're all just shoving it all down and the issues are not getting addressed.
Right.
So we do an activity, we eat.
That's good.
Every workshop we eat and we play communication games. One of them is high, low, high. So we start out with something that happened that was good.
Yeah.
Then it's structured, right?
Oh, that's nice.
Then you're going to talk about something that wasn't so good.
Right.
And that honestly has been a stretch for some of our older population that come because it's so ingrained in their mind that they have to say only the positive things, right? So this really stretches them to say, well, this was a challenge today. Yeah. And then finish up with the high so that, it's high, low, high.
Yeah, that's cool.
Something positive, something that is a challenge, and then something that's great that's happened. Yeah. So what that does is it provides an opportunity for people to be able to talk about their challenges in their life in a safe place, and it's in community.
Yeah.
So then, as I was saying before, that cooperative learning environment, we're able to share. Maybe there's another mother and daughter that's in the group that's able to give some advice about something that worked for them
Right.
with that challenge. And then on the other end, it gives an opportunity for us to celebrate our wins in a community that wants to celebrate us.
Yeah.
So,
It's funny. It's like I've never heard that called high, low, high. I know what you're talking about because it's in a different world. It's what we use for performance reviews for employees. We call it, I've heard it called a lot of things, but a lot of times people call it the happy sandwich, which is, you book
we
in.
also do that.
Yeah.
We call it the compliment sandwich.
Right. You kind of book in the
yes.
thing that needs to be improved by two good things. And
exactly.
And the other that's just amazing that you guys do that.
So thank you so much, Bill. So the compliment sandwich is another activity that we do, and we actually stretch it a little bit as far as, because it is through mother and daughter. And again, our organization is called 133 Ministree for a reason. It's based off of the passage in the Bible, Psalms 133, which begins, how good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in harmony.
Oh,
now,
nice.
When you think about harmony, what do you think about?
Yeah, that is great. It's like people being able to get together and enjoy each other. That's what I think of as harmony. It's like music.
Great. That's exactly what it is, what I had in mind when I chose that version, because some versions say unity, but I chose harmony because I have a daughter who's about going to turn 30 this year.
Oh, wow.
And we have very different opinions on things.
Right.
So very different voices. Right. So when you think about music and you think about harmony, what is it? It's different levels of music coming together, and when they can come together harmoniously, it makes a beautiful sound, right?
Correct.
We're not all sopranos, we're not all altos.
Right.
We are coming together with different voices and respecting where each other are coming from, as well as, digging into that a little bit deeper. So we talk about effective communication. We talk about healthy boundaries.
Nice.
Now, healthy boundaries are going to change as our children grow older and go through the different stages of childhood and into young adulthood. Yeah. Those boundaries are going to change, right?
Right.
So it provides a great opportunity for us to talk about how to establish healthy boundaries at different stages of life. So, and how to teach resiliency. Basically, we're trying to prevent trauma within the family, because we believe that when we strengthen families, we are actually strengthening the very foundation of our community.
Right. Yeah, and I can just think of a number of examples where, miscommunication or lack of communication in a family has caused issues that have bubbled along for years. And, it usually takes a bad event, someone passing away or some trauma happening before it really gets dealt with. And that's not the best way.
And usually, you're absolutely right, Bill. Usually during events like that, it's like a volcano that's just erupting. Right. It's under pressure. And then once this thing comes out that somebody's been suppressing for so long, it's just an explosion.
Oh, yeah.
That really didn't need to happen.
Right.
It could have been communicated in a healthy way.
Right.
So we talk about effective communication, healthy boundaries, and love languages. How do we fill up our family members' love tank?
That's a tough one, right?
Absolutely. So we take assessments
Yeah.
to see, what kind of love languages. And it's amazing because we've done this and we've had the mothers guess
Right.
what the love language is for the daughter and vice versa. And after they take the assessment, usually there are a lot of surprises.
Yeah. Yeah. Are the assessments like a Myers-Briggs test, or is it something different than that?
No, it's 5 love languages.
Okay. I haven't heard of that one. That's really cool.
Oh, okay. Yes. So, so right now we are just finishing up publishing our very first workbook that goes through all of these things. One chapter addresses writing SMART goals.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we're going to take SMART goals and we're going to weave SMART goals through all of the things that we address, like effective communication, healthy boundaries, love languages. And then the last area that we address is an area for us to really thrive together. And that is, we do assessments to find out what are our spiritual gifts.
Right.
How do they mesh with our personality type?
Right.
And then in addition to that, we find out, are we introverts, extroverts, or ambiverts?
Yeah.
So all of that plays into what you're going to do as far as, your occupation or ministry. And then in the workbook, we give suggestions for what people can do who have those giftings, that personality type, combined with how they get their energy.
Right. Do you guys deal with situations, or I wouldn't say deal, you're not a counseling agency, but do you give people tools, mothers and daughters, tools to deal with, say they're two different religions, or the daughter marries into a family and she goes to a different religion. So say you're a Protestant family and they go into, now I'm going to be Catholic or something else. And now, there's some issues in the family, like, okay, where are the children going to get baptized? Or say there's no religion to one of the parties and one is very religious. Are you guys get into the tools to deal with that kind of stuff too?
Absolutely. That falls into the healthy boundaries category.
Okay, good, very good.
Because as our children grow and become young adults, then obviously the boundaries need to change, and we need to respect where they are and love them the way that they can best be loved.
Wow.
So it's combining the healthy boundaries and the love languages.
Wow. That's super useful, because, those are tough conversations, because, that can become an argument real quick.
Absolutely. Religion and politics.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So just a little bit about our workshops.
Yeah.
What makes our workshops different is that each mother and daughter are doing interactive activities.
Okay.
They're not just sitting around listening to me talk all the time.
Okay.
I might give it an introduction, and then we're going to have an activity. And like this last one, this last workshop, we were blessed to have some young ladies from a local girls group.
Okay.
A group home.
Yeah.
And so they came, there's like 10 of them, and usually 2 caretakers that come with them.
Right.
And so it's not, so that brings up a point. It doesn't have to be exactly a mother and a daughter. It could be, any mother type relationship and a daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be an older sister who's taken on that role and a younger sister.
Yeah.
I in my teaching experience, I've had a couple of students who have lost parents, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And so other people have had to step up to the plate to become that parent for them.
Yeah.
So going through that experience with them really gave me a heart and a compassion for people going through that. So that's why we have opened it up to people. So this last workshop that we did gave an introduction to trauma responses
Oh,
and
wow.
what would cause them, right? And then we broke into groups of 2 or 3 families. So like groups of 4 to 6.
Right.
And we all separated. And then we practiced an effective communication style of listening, which is called mirroring.
Oh,
so
cool.
Everybody got an opportunity to practice this skill.
Yeah.
Once it was already introduced, and then we come back together and we talk about it.
Oh,
how
cool.
did that go?
Yeah.
How did that feel? You know, that kind of thing. So, and in the workbook, it encourages the mother and daughter to practice getting together, turn off all electronics,
Right.
be alone, and practice effective communication using mirroring as one of their tools.
Wow. That sounds awesome. Do you have people that come to more than one workshop, or is it usually like they come to one and they're good? How does that kind of roll out?
Oh, no. We have people, we've been going for 3 years, and we have people who started out doing our workshop and are still coming.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay.
yeah, absolutely. So they, because it changes, it evolves.
Right.
And sometimes they can't come. It's once a month, so they might have something one month, and then they're gonna come and they're gonna get something out of it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are providing a safe place to have these conversations where it might not be at home where they can do that, you know?
Absolutely, and we've had people in our workshops in that situation.
Yeah.
So that is one thing that we very much emphasize, is that this is a safe place, and nobody's going to be ridiculed for questions or for comments that they make.
Right.
It's because that's where the growth happens.
Yeah.
Really, so the name of the workbook is Restoring Relational Roots.
Nice.
So getting down to the root of some of these issues is really what needs to happen, and it needs to be exposed.
Right.
So that the sun can heal it.
Right.
So,
yeah. Put a little fertilizer on the roots so it can grow, right?
Exactly.
Well, you do have a workshop coming up. I was looking on your site. It's August 22nd, right?
Actually, that is our annual health
that's your
and
annual
financial wellness expo.
Oh, it's an expo.
That is our biggest event of the year. We are partnering with Dorothea Bernique from Increasing Hope.
Okay.
She is a staple in the community. She just celebrated, I believe it was 20 or 21 years in the community as a nonprofit. Her organization is amazing. They will be there, speakers talking about financial literacy, how to buy a home.
Oh, wow.
How to start a business.
Oh, that's great.
So, I mean, it's amazing. She recently opened up a division of her organization called I Hope, and it's mainly geared towards women and minorities who would like to be entrepreneurs.
Oh, cool.
So partnering with SBA and business coaches and how to write a business plan.
Well, yeah,
stuff like that.
That's great stuff, and we certainly want all of those new business entrepreneurs to join Chucktown Startups because it's an open community. We're looking for new people to come in all the time. So absolutely, that's cool. And you also run like regular workshops. Are they every month at the same time, or do they vary?
I'm sorry, excuse me. We have one for the older group, which is the first Monday of the month.
Okay.
And then we have one for the younger group, daughters aged 10 to 15 or 14, depending on the maturity level of the daughter. That is the third Friday of the month.
Awesome. That's great. And
we're going to be changing the time. Usually it's 5:45. It's been 5:45 p.m.
Okay.
But I've gotten a little bit of feedback that they would like that pushed up to 6 p.m. to give them the time to get back from work and get their daughter and be able to come to the workshops.
Right.
So
Are the workshops, do you have to register before you show up, or is there any fees? How does that kind of work?
So the workshops are absolutely free to the community.
Great.
And like I said, we feed everyone. So because of that, we need people to register.
Right.
So they can find the workshops on Eventbrite.
Okay.
Also, our website is 133ministree.org, and it's spelled like a tree. So our logo shows the tree, which, depicts life, right?
Right.
And the fruit that can grow from healthy roots when you have healthy roots and you're tending to it. Because if your garden is anything like mine right now, it's full of weeds and there's not healthy roots. And so
yeah,
I got one melon where I should have gotten 20.
Yep. If you don't weed, it doesn't grow. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's exactly right, Bill. So we have to be intentional right now more than ever. We have several people who are coming to the Charleston area. And so we are getting a mix of cultures right now.
Right.
And a mix of people with different values, different religions, different, upbringing, right?
Correct.
So the Southern community is a very specific culture that now has to mesh with all these different cultures, right? So our children are going to be going to public school or private school, but they're going to be getting maybe a different message than they're getting at home.
Yeah.
So being able to work through those things and to prevent a problem from developing, then we need to be intentional about really putting energy into our relationships.
Yeah.
And this is what 133 Ministry is all about.
That's awesome. Yeah, I totally feel that, especially the messages from school and other organizations you may go to is it's not about, in my mind, it's not about, okay, we need to agree or disagree on this, but having the communications channels open so that the student or the child can talk to the parent and have a discussion. What does our family think about this? And how do we view this issue? This is what I saw at school. How do we think about this? And that's a tough conversation. And most of the time it doesn't even happen.
Absolutely. You are so right. And more families are not getting around the kitchen table and having dinner and communicating. So that is, and even if they are, there might be electronics at the table.
Yes,
or
it is.
There might be, how many times have you gone out to eat and you look around?
Right.
Just look around the restaurant.
Right.
How many people are on their phones and how many people are actually engaged in a conversation with each other?
Yeah, I've threatened my son and really is threatening the whole family, all of us. It's like building a homemade little Faraday cage to put all the electronics in.
Oh, okay.
Which is basically just put them in a aluminum foil pouch. That's the simple way to do it. Blocks all the signals. It's done.
Absolutely, I love that.
Yeah,
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's they're using a little science to help with communication there. But yeah, it is hard, in this day and age, getting people off their electronics, the adults and the children, because everybody's on a phone or a computer or something, and it's real easy to tune out and not talk.
Yes. And what we've been doing over the course of the last 3 years has been incredibly rewarding. Some of the stories that have come out, people have shared with me testimonies about how it has affected their own personal family relationships.
Right.
One story was that they actually took our high-low high to their family Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, wow. That's
And
cool.
so now it's not just in that immediate family, now it's in the extended family,
That's
right?
really cool.
So that's just one example. There's several examples of people who have come and talked to me and told me how the workshops have impacted their lives as well as the expos. This is our third annual expo that's coming up. We will have lots of experts that are on site, vendors. We'll have free breakfast, free lunch.
Nice.
Expert speakers, breakout sessions. So we will even have somebody just signed up who will be providing free HIV testing.
Wow.
I did not know that Charleston is number 8.
Wow, I didn't know that either. I had no idea.
For HIV.
Yeah.
I did not know that. So part of their mission is to spread awareness.
Right.
Right. So we're going to be having several experts in their field come as vendors. And so people will be able to go and visit their booth and receive information that could be life-changing.
Nice.
We also have another speaker coming. Very excited. Our first male speaker, traditionally is a women's health expo, felt led to include men on this one and teenagers.
Oh, wow.
So we are including teenagers down to age 13.
Okay.
So all, male and female. And then also we are including men in this expo. And one of the things that we have found is that if both, both heads of the house, the
right. The
man
parents,
and the woman are on the same page and hear the same message, it's much more effective when they try to go home and implement some of these things that they are learning.
Right. Yeah, that affects the whole family's communication techniques right there. Yeah, that's really cool.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
So we have Kevin Richards coming. He's actually highlighted on the Jay Wright show on the radio show,
nice.
Local radio show 106.3. And he's coming down to share an incredible story of transformation in his life. He's a veteran.
Yep.
Suffered from some things with that, homelessness, addiction, loss of family, all the things, right? And now he is thriving, serving the community.
Wow.
Has traded narcotics for golf. So
a different narcotic there.
Exactly. Might be as expensive, I'm not sure.
Exactly. You might be spending more now.
Exactly. So he's going to be coming from Florida to come and share his story.
Oh, cool.
And to also help, target teenagers and help them develop healthy coping skills.
Yes.
That will help them in times of either trauma or difficulty managing their emotions. We're finding more and more with our young people that so many challenges managing their emotions.
Right.
And so that's his main focus. So
that's great. You're doing so many amazing things. That is wonderful. Is there anything that that you guys are looking for as far as support or help or volunteers or anything that the community can help you guys out with?
Well, we are still looking for some donations for the lunch that we're providing. We've just about got it covered, but we are looking for some more donations in that area. And we're always looking for corporate sponsorships.
Okay.
Because we love to market those people who sponsor us,
right,
as far as in literature and that kind of thing. We did just receive our very first corporate sponsor, and
nice.
That is Oakers.
Nice.
Oakers Technologies, which is the company that I actually work for.
Oh, nice.
And so not only do they donate their space, but they did just become a community partner sponsor of the expo this year. So that is exciting. And we're looking for more corporate sponsors, obviously.
Right.
And so that is, and we are also looking for more vendors that are, their focus is whatever kind of health focus that they might have.
Like health wellness type vendors. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So if there are vendors who would like more information, again, the website is 133ministree.org, and it's spelled like a tree. And our expo is also advertised on Eventbrite.
Nice.
So.
And I will put the links in the description for this so that people can easily find that. So
awesome.
That's great.
And just also, if people could help us get the word out.
Right.
We want to touch as many lives as possible. And so we're excited to see new people come, new faces,
right,
that are able to be touched by the information that's going to be shared at the Health Expo.
And the location that you guys meet at, is it in Somerville, is in Charleston? Where are you guys sort of headquartered at for your events?
The workshops, we meet in Ladson. And yes, it's right off College Park.
Nice.
Very easily accessed. And the location is on Eventbrite as well. And as far as the expo, that is on Rivers Avenue in North Charleston at the Opportunity Center.
Nice. That's great. Well, this has been wonderful. I have to ask before we go, though, you've been doing this for a little while. What advice do you have for other entrepreneurs in the nonprofit space out there in the Chucktown community?
I would say don't wait until you have it all together.
That's a good one.
We started this organization, basically my daughter and I wanted to heal from some family trauma that we experienced, and we decided we wanted to do it in community. So we literally just met with 3 other families in my community, which is Nexton, and we met there. And then after I told my prior, the owner of Good Life Communications, after I told him what we were doing, he said, well, you could just meet right here in the lobby. And so that's what we've been doing.
That's
great. We have been meeting in the lobby. The address is 153 Act Drive.
Right.
It's also Acres Road. So, but Act Drive is better to put in Google.
Good. That's awesome. Well, that's a great story. And I'm so happy to meet you and hear about 133 Ministries. And I'm looking forward to hearing more about the success and seeing it grow for the community. It sounds like a great service for everybody.
Well, thank you so much. And thank you for the opportunity to be on your podcast. I really appreciate the invitation, Bill. And
yeah, that's awesome. And if you want to come back on in the future and talk about, any things you guys have going on, new events or anything, you're welcome to come back anytime.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Bill.
Thank you. That's a wrap for this episode of the Lowcountry Revolutionaries. Thanks for joining us as we celebrate the fearless entrepreneurs making wave in Charleston's Chucktown Startups community. I'm Bill Billotte, and it's been an honor to share these inspiring stories with you. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs a spark of Lowcountry innovation. Until next time, keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.